Hello, YouTube. Beanie from the bedroom here, your guitar junkie. Junkie I am indeed. I have the Censtar, if I pronounced that correctly. Let's just do a little quick sound check, and then I'll plug in the mic and speak about this here instrument, the goods and the bads, the pros and the cons.
Yeah, I'm running down a dream. Never would come to me. Working on a mystery. Going wherever it leads. Running down a dream.
Yeah, skips. Mess it up, try it again. Yeah. Start off. First up. Turn it on. Plug it in. Plug it in. Plug it in. Thank you very much. All right. Hope we have sound. All right. So, yes, I saw yet another YouTuber with this guitar, and my inner self was saying, you know, Bean, we ought to check that out. So this was $220 on Amazon. I had a $20 coupon, so it was $200, and it didn't ship right away, although it was advertising on Amazon Prime. And every time I was checking my order, it said, not shipped yet, not shipped yet, not. So after about 4 days of that, I canceled it. And you would think that because it hasn't shipped yet, it would be okay because it was an Amazon delivery. And they said that I couldn't cancel my order, and it was still coming. So I had gotten a email. I think it was Friday, saying that it was being delivered today. Today is Sunday, by the way. I said, all right, well, maybe I'll just refuse it at the door, see what happens. Then I was looking it over. I'm like, you know what? Let me just see what it is. Let me check it out. So I wound up getting it on Saturday because again it was delay shipping. Lately, everything I've been ordering on Amazon, it never comes in at the day they say I'm going to get it. Oh, get it tomorrow. Get it tomorrow. I never get it. I don't know why. I'm not complaining because I think the next day delivery on Amazon is awesome. Even if you get it in 2 days, I think that's fantastic. I'm not spoiled to the fact that, I got to have it now. Even when you place an order in the morning, they say it could be delivered at 5 o'clock tonight. I'm like, wow, that's pretty cool. But I don't cry if I don't get it. That's my point. So I had gotten this on Saturday, and it was a pretty busy day. So as soon as it came in, I brought it in the bedroom here, and I just let it sit in the box because I had things to do, places to go. And by the time I came home late Saturday night, I pulled it out of the box. I did what I normally do. I checked the tuning. I went all the way down the neck, and I let it sit until now, until Sunday at 7:19. That's a battery operated clock. I really don't trust it. In the PM. So I plugged it in, and I was looking it over. So this is supposed to be 18-to-1 tuner ratio. They feel okay, but they have some stiff spots, some flat spots as you're turning them. So as I turn them, I get it, and then it feels like it kicks in. So 18-to-1, I'm not impressed by that, by the way they're operating. It's got a roller tree. This is considered a roasted maple neck. And let me say that for the first time, other than getting a Holly Benton guitar that is a roasted maple neck, this one here is a true roasted maple neck. Now, I had my doubts on other guitars that I had purchased through Amazon that said roasted maple neck, and they didn't smell roasted maple. This smells like a roasted maple neck. The other thing is it's got 22 stainless steel bald end frets. So nice frets, but they almost feel like the 6205s or 6502, the Fender frets. They are low and they're thin. And you could tell by when I first started to do a solo on it, my fingers were actually slipping past the fret. I don't know if you caught that or not, but I was having a problem playing it because the frets were too. It's as almost as if the frets were polished down too low, in my opinion. Uh, Rolled ball end frets. It looks cool, but the frets seem to the ball end seems to stick out just a little bit too much as you go down the fingerboard. Your finger gets caught, go bump, 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 like you're traveling over speed bumps. But they're not sharp. So take it or leave it as a plus or minus. I don't know. It's up to you. The pickups on here are just terrible. It's got the spindle for the neck adjustment down here for the truss rod, which is great. The toggle switch, it doesn't go up and down, it goes left and right, almost like an angle this way, I should say, not even left and right, like northwest by southeast. Um, and it's in the way. It's the worst place to put it. Every time you go to try to grab, the toggle switch, the blade, the 5-way, to switch the pickups, you're hitting that. It's like a blocker. It's like a bumper preventing you to get to that blade and switching it. You've got volume, tone, and tone, and then you've got the standard. The tone is for the middle pickup, the second tone, and the first tone is for the neck pickup. The bridge pickup is wide open, which I don't like. What else? It's got a standard tremolo system on here. I didn't open the back, and I'm not about to. It feels like it's got all 5 springs on there. I don't remember what the nut was, and I didn't do a DNA test. It looks plastic. I don't remember what they advertised it for. That's the back. Got a contoured heel, bolt on, little notched out here. This was the blue color, whatever name they added to it. They had blue, green, and something else, maybe white. I don't remember. But for 200 bucks, the nicest thing about the guitar is that it is a true roasted maple, and I believe it's a Canadian maple neck and fingerboard with rounded stainless steel frets. But does that justify, in my opinion, 200 bucks? No, it doesn't. I also have scratches on the fingerboard. So, and it looks like the wood was just had a little, the sanding here is just horrendous in the finishing on it. So I'm not too impressed about it. Now, the main problem that I have is that, and I'll probably put the picture as the thumbnail, the headstock was protruding through the styrofoam box, and if you could see it there, it's got a scratch and a dent or a chip in it. So, see it right there? So that just really helped me push it out the door. It's not going to be a keeper. I'm going to box it up right after this video and return it um, back to Amazon and drop it off tomorrow. So I'm not impressed by the guitar at all. And like I said, maybe the YouTuber that did the video, because he was like, "You, this is great," blah, blah, blah. Maybe they shipped it to him for free. I don't know, but I don't see, even if I spent, let's say, $120 or $150 on this guitar, I still wouldn't, nor could be behind it and say it's a good guitar. So that's my opinion on this brand. Think of it as you might, and you might get, like, look at those scratches all in the fingerboard. You might get one of these, and it might not have the issues that I have. Maybe you got a better pair of pickups. These pickups are microphonic, by the way. If I plug everything in, well, I have the mic on, so you're probably not going to hear it. Check, 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 check. So I don't know if you heard that or not. So yeah, and I always, my main amp, I had a 212 combo, and I even had it sitting on top of this for a while. But my main, always been my go-to, is a half stack, a Marshall half stack. I use the DSL 100 because the 2000, I used to have a couple of the 2000. I used to have actually two half stacks of the JCM 2000 DSLs, 100 watts, and I had them on the 1960 top cabinets. This is the 1960 bottom cabinet, and it's the 900 series. And I feel I get with the bottom cabinet a lot more low end, and it sounds better. When I was playing out with my band, that's been about 10 years now, but we played for 10 years. I always used a half stack because most of our gigs were outside. It was at the beach, it was at a car show, and the sound travels. A 212 combo that's 100 watts just doesn't cut it with a three-piece power band. So I always used the half stack, and that was my go-to. And you know, that's what I play with this. I play anything I have through my pedal board into that. Raw, no exaggerated effects, no monster processor, no editing through a computer. You know, the only thing I keep on is the boost and just a slapback echo. Those are the only two things that really stay on my pedal board all the time. So, yeah, if I grab any other guitar in this room and plug it in, it's going to sound 10 times better than this and play better than this. But again, if you're just a country picker or a country plucker, mother trucker, and you want that clean sound, you probably get a good clean sound out of these microphonic pickups, but don't ever think about running it through with some overdrive or distorted channel. It's going to sound like what you heard here. And I gave you, you know, I went from the bridge to the middle to the neck, and I split the pickup. I don't know if you can really tell because with in my ear with the amp right behind me, it all sounded like garbage. So again, maybe it's just this one guitar from this brand out of how many they sell that I just got unlucky with. So that's it. Thanks for watching. I appreciate it. Have a good day.